We're nearing the end of chapter 3 of John's Gospel. This is verse 32. This continues to be an ongoing explanation with respect to those who have confronted John the Baptist, warning him that Jesus is carrying on his own baptismal ministry. We certainly know that John is responsible and intended to be responsible for what was stated up to verse 30. Reaching verse 31, there's a bit of a controversy among commentators as to whether this is John the Apostle adding additional insight or whether this is continuing to be the statements of John the Baptist. We're not bothering ourselves too much with that, but we are certainly continuing the vein of what was stated earlier, that those who are of the earth are only competent to speak of earthly things, but referring to Jesus, he's stated to be the one who is above all, and he is the one who can come and speak of heavenly things, and that's exactly where John goes now in driving that point home. So we have ho, it's a relative pronoun, it's neuter, singular, nominative, that which. Heoraken, this is the perfect third-person singular, active indicative, of to see, blepo, or harao. And so that which he has seen, the perfect, of course suggesting that's what he has seen and continues to see, continues to be aware of, kai, and ekusen. This is the simple aorist, third-person singular, aorist active indicative, so that which he has seen and heard. And this is, of course, referring to Jesus. John says, this, tuto, demonstrative pronoun, neuter, accusative, singular, martyre, from martyreo, to bear witness. So that which he has seen and heard, this is that to which he bears witness. Jesus is the one who has seen things that are unseen by the rest of us. We live of the earth, we know of the earth. Jesus already has made the remark to Nicodemus earlier in this chapter, if you won't believe me regarding earthly things, how are you going to believe with respect to heavenly things? We come full circle back to the same idea here, in which John, either the Baptist or the Apostle, is saying to us that Jesus has seen and heard those things which are above, and he has borne witness to them. And then John adds, kai tein martyrion, the witness, the martyria, that testimony that Jesus has brought out to his testimony, oudes, the pronoun here, a negative, no one, lambane, receives, no one receives. Reminiscent of what John said back in the first chapter, he came to his own, and his own received him not. In a sense, the same idea communicated here. Jesus brings to us the truth of heaven, and people are generally not receiving it. Of course, we heard earlier in this chapter that all men are coming to him, so this is really standing in some contrast to the idea that there were at least some number of people who were coming to Jesus. But in some deeper sense, John is still lamenting that the great truth that Jesus is bringing to us is, generally speaking, not being accepted.